Hello and welcome back to the video series where we're reviewing the textbook named Blueprint Reading, Construction Drawing for the Building Trades. And this video covers chapter 6, and that's the layout of construction drawings. So as we already know, there are a few types of drawings, a preliminary type of drawings, then presentation, and then construction or working drawings. So in the preliminary drawings, you may find some architectural sketches and some studies and diagrams and like some select materials or case studies. Then presentation drawings are for the most part like the design development with the like some colored elevations and floor plans. And construction documents or construction drawings is actually a set of documents that is a full set, and that is going to go to the building department to pull the permit. So let us start with the construction drawing set, and we are going to cover the full set here. It will vary depending on the project. So there are projects with more sheets, and there are projects with definitely less sheets depending on the size and complexity and the scope of the project. So the first one is the cover sheet, and it has a lot of important information. It has a title block with the name of the project, with the name of the client, the name of the architectural firm and construction firm, who drew the project, who checked that, the sign and seal of the architect or the engineer in the subsequent drawings. Then there will be like a perspective sketch or a plan or like some rendering there, the address, the applicable codes, then the like some references and some other information that is critically important for this particular project, and maybe like a list of some abbreviations and other things. So then the civil drawings come right after that, and they can have different variations, but for the most part, they have a site plan, and they show not just the building and the site, but they show the information around the site, such as other buildings or driveways or public right-of-way or walkways or other things like utilities and easements, just because we need to understand what surrounds the project to have really good judgment on the site plan. So the site plan needs to have a north arrow. That is critically important to understand the building orientation. And usually the site drawings are needed for the pre-app review or pre-application review, or some conditional use permits or variances, or like construction of new structures, if there are going to be new structures, and the demolition of the old ones. So that all needs to be included there. So what the site plan usually includes is the legal description of the property, then the drawing scale, the north arrow, utilities, then location of adjacent streets and easements, then the dimensions, and then the any project addition or alteration, and then of course other information. Then the plat map needs to be included as well, and there are three basic types of legal descriptions that are included there. So one is meets and bounds. And that is a system that identifies a property by describing the shape and boundary dimensions of a unit. And then rectangular survey system that provides for a unit of land approximately 24 square miles bounded by a baseline running east and west, and the meridian running north and south. And then lot and block. And this system is commonly used in many urban communities, and that legally describes small units of land because it's very simple and convenient. So yes, like I mentioned, you need to have a demolition plan on the site. Like if there are existing structures that you plan to demo, that needs to be shown. And the topography map, that will be really helpful to see the change in grade and the elevation, slopes, hills, valleys, and other variations in the surface. And how the building is incorporated there is really important too, just because it may include a significant amount of the earthwork. So that needs to be shown on the plan as well. Then you need to show the drainage and utility plan because that is critically important for any project. Then landscaping and irrigation plan, that is something that the uh, building department will review as well, and that needs to actually be shown before the architectural drawings. And then site improvement drawings, if any, and that will show the walks, retaining walls, paving, fences, steps, benches, and flag poles, if any. And I highly encourage you to back up this video with a book. So please review the book. There are so many beautiful um, royalty-free drawings that you can take a look at, and you can really understand how the drawings are structured. You will see all the notes and details and all the drawings. So that will really help you learn to read the drawings and interpret them. And we are moving to the architectural drawings. So there are a few types of drawings that are included in the architectural set, and that starts with the letter A and then the number of the drawing. So those are plans, elevations, sections, details, and schedules. So as far as the plans, usually there is a floor plan or multiple floor plans in case if there are a few stories in the building. Then there will be a roof plan. There will be also the like an enlarged plan if you need to enlarge some of the areas, if there are like more elements or you would like to highlight something. So that is also included. Then there's usually like a furniture plan and other things. Then the elevations. Elevations is critically important to understand the exterior of the building, and there are interior elevations as well. So those you can see like if there are multiple variations of the walls there or the applied materials are different. So that will be needed as well. Also sections. Sections are critically important to understand the sandwich of the wall. So you need to show what the walls are made of. You need to show the insulation and other materials, the vapor barrier and other things that are important to construct the building. So, and that can be the longitudinal section and the transverse section, or like the long section and the cross section of the building, where you will show all the openings and other important things. And we're moving to the structural drawings. And what we usually see in the structural drawings are the foundation plan, and that includes the foundation, the footings, and that shows like the placement of the reinforcing bars or rebars and other things like anchor bolts and some weld plate in beds or something like that. And also the framing plan, and that shows the floor joist locations, walls, roof trusses, and other things. So that is critically important to understand. And also the wind design criteria is included there if the state requirements are present. Then the mechanical drawing. So the mechanical drawings start with the letter M, and so if we talk about the structural drawings, they start with the letter S and then the number. So the naming convention is always kind of like similar. So mechanical drawings start with letter M, and what we will typically see in the set of mechanical drawings is the plans showing the size, type, and layout of ducts, then diffusers, heat registers, dampers. Then we'll see the ductwork insulation, HVAC unit types. And usually there's like a schedule with the quantities and location and the thermostats and the electrical and water gas connections as well. Also, you'll see the smoke detectors. Then if there's any type of demolition of the existing systems, that will be also be shown on the mechanical drawings, and then connection to the existing systems, and also heating and or cooling load summary. So when we move to the plumbing drawings, it's important to understand that there are a few important things that need to be included in the set of plumbing drawings. And that is the plan with all the lines and symbols, like representing all the piping, then the general nodes or specific key nodes, then sizes for all the piping, hot and cold water, sanitary vent lines, and other important connections. Then information regarding the water heater. So that will also be found in the plumbing drawings. And also, if needed, there will be fire protection sheets with the fire sprinkler nodes and some natural gas lines or some other diagrams and other information that is required because projects are different. Then we're moving to the electrical drawings, and what we will see there is the power plan. So that will be the calculations for every power receptacle, and like that will be the circuit. Like if it's overloaded, then we'll find um, the variations of how to adjust that. Then the reflected ceiling plan, or RCP, and that is actually, I want to mention that this is one of the most critical plans that you will ever find in the construction document set. And the reason why is because there are so many connections that go above our heads in the building that needs coordination prior to being constructed. So for example, not just the structure will go there, like the trusses and then the ceiling and all the connections, but also the ducts. If there is an HVAC in the building, then all the, like if there is a sprinkler system, that will go up there, all the lights will go there, and sometimes there are conflicts that need to be avoided before the building starts to be constructed, just because there are so many different systems integrated together on the RCP, or reflected ceiling plan. So also in the electrical drawings, what you'll find is the type and location of the outlets, then size and type of conduits, then volts of switches, wiring and circuits, the lamps and model numbers of light fixtures, connections, alarm and security systems, fire alarm systems, like special equipment, if there's like any kitchen equipment or entertainment, then sound systems, special technical devices, and special wiring, such as signs or heating and other important things. And also there are miscellaneous drawings that conclude the set, and that can be millwork with a lot of details, that can be just the architectural details that could not find themselves on any other sheets. So there are like separate sheets for all the details and some interesting elevations. And also there could be shop drawings and other details that they can also be included in the miscellaneous drawings. And this concludes our chapter 6. I will see you in chapter 7. Thank you so much.